Welcome to the Unrefined Project. My name is, and this is my buddy David. How we doing?
What up?
My name is Travis. This is my buddy David over here. We're just having a little bit of fun. How we doing today?
I'm tired.
Tired?
No, I'm not. I'm just bullshitting.
Tired of doing nothing in your,
Tired of not drinking enough.
in your luxurious life of
Disability?
Stay-at-home dad?
Woohoo!
Do I see two of the same hats on the table? One.
Yeah, you do. You know why?
One's
It's
dirty.
fucking dope, bro.
It's a focal point.
Okay.
Is the one on the table dirty?
Listen here, Blue.
That's gross.
It's a focal point.
It is.
This week we do have Blue
Well
on
used.
the boards.
Well used.
Blue, I absolutely
Like me.
adored you in old school. R.I.P. buddy.
You're my boy, Blue.
What was the twin's name?
The twin.
Yeah, he had a twin.
I don't know.
Because he came back.
yeah,
Everyone was
he
like,
did.
"Oh, Blue,
Yeah, he
his
came
twin
back.
brother."
Yeah.
Solid flick. We're going streaking after this. If anyone wants to join.
Come on, everybody. We're going down to the quadrant. And we're
Blue?
going streaking, everybody.
2003. You want to feel old? That was 20 years ago.
Oh my God! Wow.
That was 20 years ago.
Dude, I'm fucking 40. I feel old, bro. I feel old.
I'm going to kick it over to Dave for the rundown.
Oh, shit. I don't know what we're talking about. All
This is
right.
all surprise.
Do I have to read the whole thing? Welcome to the blah, blah,
no,
blah.
no.
My name is
should've done it.
Dasshole,
You
and this is
should've
my
done it.
buddy David. How we doing?
You already did
This
that.
week we have Blue on the boards. Loved you in old school. See, same shit. I'm going to kick it over to Dave. So you call me, say, this is my buddy David, but then you're going to kick it over to Dave. So who the fuck are you talking
hold
about?
on.
Who's
Is this-
Dave and who's David?
Is this
Dave?
your first time ever actually looking at the show notes?
Yes.
I think your real name is Dave.
Yeah,
David.
but this is
Davidson.
episode 20.
19
Woo!
episodes.
This is
19.
number 20.
Oh, I thought it was 19.
I don't fucking know.
Correct us in the comments if you know which number this is.
All right, the rundown is intersection at Hammers.
Ooh, that's gross.
Hopefully it's about porno. The idea people shouldn't have kids because of overpopulation or they can't afford it.
Yep.
I have 3. I cannot afford it.
None of us
Okay.
can. That's the secret.
UFO distraction from Nord Stream / train derailments. That is probably pretty true. That's boring.
Well, we'll try and spice it up a little
All
bit.
right, what's Hammers? Explain
So-
to people what Hammers is.
King of the Hammers, or Hammers, is an off-road race that I just got back from.
Say it again?
white.
I missed that.
King of the Hammers?
That's what his wife calls him.
Oh, he whispered.
Only when I'm not home.
Hammer King. King Hammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually a really badass off-road race down in Southern California. Took my son for the first time. Went camping for about a week. And they build a town in the middle of the desert. Drag their own water out there. They have a bunch of shore power for everything. They have a vendor.
What desert?
It's Mojave.
Mojave Desert.
Johnson Valley is near Lucerne, which is south of Barstow.
Isn't that the name of a milk company?
That's where all the good old milk and cheese comes from. Yeah, Lucerne Valley. Yeah. So anyway, it's a big off-road park out there.
Happy
an
cows
OHV
come
park.
from California.
That's right. Yeah, Lucerne.
Have Blue drink some of that shit. See what happens.
He would
Shit
probably grow some
everywhere.
hair on
Shit.
his chest, maybe.
Everywhere.
Oh, that's right. Lactose. Forgot about that. Yeah, sorry, Blue. No dairy products for him from Lucerne, but
Suck, dude.
but we go out there every year, and it's a huge race. It's the kickoff race to start the season, the Ultra 4 season. They make their way east from Johnson Valley. So
Who?
there's Ultra 4.
Ultra 4, what is that?
That is the discipline of race car that they created for this race. It's a blend of desert running and rock crawling. So the Ultra 4 class is a vehicle that can run through the desert at 80, 90, and then pick its way up through the canyon and drive over boulders the size of, I don't know, small cars.
So it's like
Okay, cool.
Burning Man for trucks.
It's Burning Man for gearheads. That's how I've described it to the people.
Do they drive naked?
If you stay up late enough.
Sweet.
People don't sleep there.
I gotta go.
It's 24/7. Once the night comes, a whole different group of people come out and they just climb to a canyon and
So at night, if you say, hey, look at that Willys, you may not be talking about a Jeep.
definitely.
Okay, cool. I'm
Definitely.
just making sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and
Look at that Willy going by right there, dude. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
you have people on megaphones like heckling people as they're trying to make their way up the course, and if you break, they just laugh at you. Like it's great. It's a good.
That
time.
sounds rude.
Anyway, so there's over 200 people went through the gate. 200,000 people rather went through the gate this year.
200,000.
Just one gate?
By the time I got down there, yeah, I'm telling you, dude, it's gnarly.
Where
200,000.
do people like poop and
And
What do you do with your
trailers.
poop? What do you do with your poop is
Yeah.
an age-old question.
2,000
okay?
people
I mean,
in
we've-
one area.
Yeah. So
Yeah, what came
gross.
first, the
They have-
poop or the human?
they have hundreds of porta potties set up. First of all, this year I had the Camp Commode which I didn't really want to be dealing with running to the porta potty at 8 a.m.
Talking about a 5-gallon bucket with a lid on it.
A little more sophisticated than that, but
Why don't you
yeah.
get the bumper dumper?
Nah.
They're perfect on the Jeep because then when the Jeep breaks, you can just put it in the toilet.
When?
Win. Not if. Win.
I love my Jeep, and it has yet to break on me. 60,000 going strong.
It will.
It will.
No, I'm not hating on Jeep people. Just the,
Hey, look,
the
you
newer,
you know a lot
Jeeps.
more about that engine than I do. So should I just put
He's
it?
all, I got 60,000 on it. 60,001.
Yeah.
Just put it
Done.
LS swap.
So you're telling me I should put a 4.0 from the TJ in it? Is that what you're telling
LS
me?
swap.
LS.
LS too late for that.
Oh,
Just go with the 5.3 aluminum block LS light motor.
California,
Perfect.
man. Go have a
Fuck California.
Or
go
just
have a
put it-
conversation
no,
with
no.
Clown King about being able to swap engines.
Just
and
put a
I'll do
Supra
it.
engine in it. There you go. Inline 6.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious Johnson Valley edition.
You can get them bar certified, depending on what engine it is.
I don't know. I just haven't touched it. We'll let it roll. Anyway, Johnson Valley, California, Hammers, right? They build this town where you can pay for the bracelet to get in through the gates.
Johnson Hammers.
Yep. And then there's
Here it is.
Get it?
It's cooking.
Get it?
It's
Little
cooking.
phallic. Little phallic.
and then there's all the vendor row. Oh my
Johnson. Hammer.
Yeah.
Willie's.
Richard.
Am I the only one seeing this shit
We're
right
close.
now?
We're
all
very
right,
close.
all right, whatever.
But you know, you're a Ford guy, so that's got to get mixed. That's got to get sprinkled in there somewhere.
Travis
too.
talking
So-
smack about 4 people.
I'm not really a Ford guy. I'm a whatever the fuck runs and runs well guy.
True.
So if that makes me a Ford guy for old diesels, then I'm a Ford
So
guy.
is that when your diesel breaks, you just
then-
drive around your wife's car?
for gas.
The Chevy? Yeah.
LS. Yeah.
The LS, the
All right,
5.3 LS, yes.
Let's get back on track here because
Aluminum block.
So we like to we like to rail
turning me
against
on.
California and their shitty roads all the time,
Yes.
and how horrible they are.
And how when you cross over into Nevada, it's like perfectly
so
smooth. It's
I
like
watch these
ice.
guys on YouTube called Fab Rats. They're from Utah. They came down there the same day that I was down there, and they came in from Barstow through Vegas, Highway 15,
Yeah.
pristine highway through the desert, hit the state line, and they're bitching about it on their newest video. They're like, wow, the California roads are really rough. They literally have like FJs on 40s behind them, and they're rock crawlers.
Yeah,
they're
and we pay the
complaining
most
about how-
taxes here.
So the irony
Yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah,
is,
well,
is a
fuck 'em
beautiful
all.
thing, right? So there's an intersection right as you get to the corner of Hammertown.
This is too much.
come on,
This is not real, is it? Come on.
I'm opening doors.
They might as well just say,
huge-
I'm going to Johnson Valley to go to Pound Town. Fuck.
It's a huge truck orgy.
I'm opening doors to see who's going to walk through them. You're doing a good job.
There it
so
is,
far.
back door.
Hammer
Back
Town.
door. That's a very.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, is there a back door to Johnson
There is. There is.
at Hammer Time or
All
Hammer
of
Town?
this, to telling the story completely out of context. Yeah, you probably think I'm talking about like the orgy or whatever.
It's
we gotta
literally
insert-
like Burning Man.
Burning Man for orgies.
We gotta insert pictures.
So
All orgies.
as
Oh,
you're
they inserted something.
as you're coming to the corner of town, there's this intersection that gets created right there every year. And it
It gets created
because
like a baby.
so you have all of your manufacturers doing demo rides on the other side of the intersection, and then you have Hammertown here.
Manufacturers show up.
Dude,
It's that big?
They have a Bronco
So it's like
Ra-
a SEMA show.
They have a Bronco Raptor.
No,
on
it's a Seaman show.
on a 30-foot rotisserie on the corner of town, just just spinning all day, just on display. Like all of the manufacturers are
cooked?
there.
Like chicken.
Is it good?
Dude. Have you seen the new Bronco Raptor?
No.
That thing's. I mean, I hate the new Bronco, but that thing.
I like the new Bronco. The bigger one?
A bunch of
Very
Broncos.
nice.
A bunch of Broncos ran in the unlimited class in the race this year.
Did they do good?
They did pretty good.
See?
Yeah.
Now you're a Ford guy. Look at
Well,
you.
They did better than the Jeep.
Look at
They did better than the Jeep Trek did the first year. We'll put it
Well,
that way.
they fucking obviously did better than the Jeep because the Jeep probably broke.
A bunch of people
It
drove
had 60,000 in 1 mile.
the Gladiator. Bunch of popular drivers. I had like 8 or 9 of them swapped
Too
out.
long of a wheelbase for a Jeep.
They couldn't finish the race.
Yeah.
They weren't able to finish it. But a bunch of the Broncos finished the race. So it's kind of like
your butt sore?
It's a time trial. I'm just a spectator, so yes.
You went to Hammertown.
Yeah, I'm just watching.
Just make sure, you know.
So there's this intersection that gets created, and it's not.
Do you want it to be?
There's no lights. There's no stop signs. There's no yield signs. There's like 5 or 6 different flows of traffic that are all kind of hitting this. There's not one accident that ever happens out there in that intersection. There is not one road rage incident. I have sat there at that intersection in years past when I didn't have my kid there and watched the traffic just navigate this because it's a feat of engineering all on its own. hundreds of thousands of people, never knowing each other, never talking to each other, miraculously making their way through this intersection.
Yeah, they're all
and
fucking
going to
car
do this.
guys and shit.
My point is, why do we have intersections, controlled intersections at all? I brought this up to a friend a couple weeks ago. They were replacing a major intersection in Los Gatos. They spent like 6 months preparing it and doing all these lane changes. They did 3 to the left and 1 to the right. Now everyone piles up on the right hand trying to get through. And I said, hey, why can't it just be a roundabout?
That's the newest thing down here. Like if you're driving up into Morgan Hill and then farther south down in Gilroy,
Yeah.
roundabouts everywhere.
Roundabouts are the answer.
Ooh, excuse you.
The problem is there's no fiat collection. There's no ability to gain revenue from a roundabout.
Cars?
How do you get fiat collection from a fucking
An
intersection?
intersection?
You mean
can
red light
run a
running?
Red light. You can fail to yield.
Have you seen
You
some
can
people
go right on
Hey,
red.
Are you forgetting
Hit
what
a
fucking state we
pedestrian?
live in? We live in California. Have you seen the way people drive here?
Well, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. You should learn how to drive.
That's fucking why there's intersections.
Yeah, but I mean, roundabouts are pretty easy to navigate.
I always wondered if people that are red-green colorblind, how does that work?
They just gun it.
They're like, hey, this is a dot. It's great.
Just
There we go.
turn. I mean, well, it's in a specific order.
That
too.
triangle.
Sometimes
green.
they're sideways. How do they navigate that shit?
That's a good question.
Very curious.
That's one we should toss out to the ether.
And will they get in trouble for running a red light?
Maybe I should try that next time I get pulled over. Just say
Like,
I'm
fuck, I'm colorblind.
colorblind.
Well, now you got it on video, so you're bullshitting.
Well, yeah, but nobody watches this, so we're fine.
It's true.
But
Very true.
this idea of a roundabout, I brought up to my friend, and the first thing he said is like, "Oh, we don't need any of that British crap here."
Oh, we got tons of them down here. They work, but it's not heavy traffic. They do not work in heavy traffic because if you've got a heavy flow from one corner, you're never getting in.
They have like
You're never gonna
lane,
get
they
in.
have like 4-lane roundabouts in
Dude,
London.
they have one in
and
like
Dubai.
Spain, or one of the biggest ones is in like London or Spain or something like that. It's a fucking disaster. It's a disaster. People go all the way to the inside lane, and then halfway through, they'll try to cut all the way across, stop all the rest of the traffic behind it.
But are there accidents?
Tons.
Oh.
Tons.
I'd like to get some data on that.
But it's slow speed accidents. It's not high speed red light running.
And
Right.
how do pedestrians cross? You can't. Because it's continuous flow. No one's stopping. No one's going to see that.
I cross in Hammertown.
Yeah, but I mean, pedestrians aren't really part of the situation, right? If you had a roundabout that
course
had a
it
lot
is.
of but if you had a lot of pedestrian traffic,
Controlled intersection.
you would
gotta
do
give
you would
chance
do an
for
over or
pedestrians.
an under. That's what they do on the highways.
That's what they do in Hammertown.
So what,
Under.
what costs more? Controlled intersection?
I'm not concerned.
Or,
I'm not.
or a
Concerned,
roundabout with a bridge.
I'm
an
not concerned about how much it
underbridge,
costs
and all
because it's
this
all
and that.
government money that's going.
You
into
can't
it.
get in trouble for running a fucking stoplight at a
I'm talking
roundabout.
about.
Travis,
I'm talking about revenue.
Thank
But you
collection.
can't.
for saying government money and not fiat.
If a cop was parked at a roundabout,
Ta- ta-
every fucking corner has a yield sign. You don't yield to the guy in front of you, you're still going to get a ticket.
Yeah, but what's yielding?
Slow down and wait for the car that's coming to pass.
But
Yield
if
to
there-
the oncoming
but if there-
traffic.
But if there isn't a collision, then nothing happened.
Yeah, but if you cut somebody off, you're still going to get in trouble.
Okay, but it's like
And it might be a reckless instead of running a red light,
But
which
like
is even worse.
Speeding, for example, it's a victimless crime. Nobody gets hurt if I'm going 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, but a cop can pull me over and steal
Yeah.
revenue from me.
But with how shitty the roads here, you hit a fucking bump and your car goes, you're in a Jeep. It's
I'm
going
in
to
a
go out
Jeep.
of control,
I'm
right?
in a Jeep. I'm already out of control.
Yeah.
Death wobble at 40.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing.
It's like driving a cow, right?
It actually, didn't they do that? Where they
Wind tunnel?
They put a
Yeah.
cow in a wind tunnel and had better.
I don't think they actually put
aerodynamics.
a cow. They probably put a cow statue.
No, it was real.
They wouldn't, they wouldn't do that.
They raced them at Sonoma Raceway.
What, cows?
Cows?
Yeah. Did you see the one with the headers on the side? And
No.
yeah, it's,
No,
on
I
top,
did not.
it's on top of the sign.
Oh,
The big giant cow.
yeah, I know
I
what you're
never-
talking about.
They
With
race
headers-
cows?
with headers sticking out of it.
I know
No,
what
it's
you're
a
talking
statue.
about. It's a statue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you seen it.
Yeah, I know.
that's funny.
I thought you meant an actual cow. I was like, that's kind of cruel.
That would be fun.
That's kind of cruel, sticking headers in it.
Anyways,
Take it to Pound Town,
am a
buddy.
big, I'm a
Take
big
it to
fan,
Hammer.
To Hammertown,
big
Pound
fan
Town.
of hammers.
Hammertown's right next to
Hammertown.
Pound Town.
Next year, everyone bring cows.
And my hope is that you two come next year. Actually, that'd be nice.
and goats.
Because then we could have milk for breakfast.
Sweet.
I wouldn't have to bring it down there.
Milk and meat.
We get it from Lucerne anyway. They're down there.
Yeah.
We're good
Milk
to
and
go.
meat, baby. Milk and meat.
All right, well, roundabouts are good. Oh, and to finish that off, they actually were created here in America. They're not a British thing. They're not a European thing.
Did you do some research for
I
once?
did a little roundabout research because I think roundabout has done more for the Republican conservative libertarian movement than Daily Wire ever did. So we'll finish it with that.
No, they go roundabout a lot.
Okay, so I have this conversation. This idea gets brought
Smoker's
up
cough.
a lot of time. You should just go smoke more, though.
I should.
That helps. Doesn't that help it?
Dude, if I didn't have kids, I'd smoke in here.
It's like the hair of the dog. Would you really?
No. I don't want my house smelling like me.
Yeah, no, that's bad. I smell you enough as is at work.
Fuck off.
So this idea gets brought up all the
got
time,
something for
right?
you to smell.
Obviously,
Sniff. Scratch.
I probably smell. Everyone smells.
Take you to Hammertown.
Oh, you can't do that anymore because I don't have my beard.
Yeah, he can. He just did.
This idea that people shouldn't be having kids, either because there's too many people, or
What happened? You guys all right?
there's too many people, or that you're not going to be able to afford it, right?
Dude, I don't think if there's anybody in the world that can afford a kid. I don't care how rich you are. Because when you're rich, you spend a lot of money on a kid.
yeah, but
You still can't afford it
affording
because you end up spending more than a poor person.
yeah, but I think affording a kid is only one small portion of having a child.
That's one of the most selfish things I've ever heard. I've heard people say that before. It's very selfish. Extremely selfish.
I really think that the idea shouldn't ever really enter a person's head if they're trying to like actually have children, raise a good human.
Well, so
like,
people are very selfish nowadays, right? They're extremely selfish. That's normal. I mean, what do you want?
and I hear it from the younger crowd too, or the people that are on the fence. I saw this girl at a party that I had known a couple years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. We went to Coachella together. Didn't really know her that well. Ended up being like,
Did you take her to Hammertown?
no, that's in
Look
Palm
at
Springs.
that.
That's good timing.
Doggies.
But I saw her again. She
Yeah.
like moved abroad, met a dude, married and stuff, and they're on the fence about having kids.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a long time since they've seen him. They haven't seen my kids yet, right? And I say, hey, you know, like, well, what's stopping you? And the first thing out of her mouth was, well, you know, we don't really make enough money. And I'm just like kind of broke my heart a little bit, you know, because if I feel like if people in generations past, like my grandparents, right, 80 years ago,
That had no money, had nothing to their fucking name.
no AC, no smartphones, no cars, you know, like if that idea of not having enough money entered their head, if that would have changed the way that it is now, right? It's like,
I don't know.
I
They've
wonder-
totally changed the way people look at this shit too. Like with kids and shit like that, it's not the same as it used to be, right? Before, that was the natural progression. You grow up, you get married, you have kids. They keep going on and on and on. Nowadays, people are so fucking selfish. They don't give a shit, you know, about children. They don't care about their legacy. They don't care about any of that shit, right? It's just, that's it. That's what it is.
it's just unfortunate that's the first thing, right? That's the last thing on my mind about kids. Are they being taken care of emotionally? Are they being nurtured? Are they being taught to be a good adult?
I know people that
eventually?
have
Like-
fucking kids that are pieces of shit.
and they're rich.
No, not at all.
Oh.
One in particular, actually, but I'm not saying the name on here.
You know, it's just
She's a piece of. I mean, it's a piece of shit.
there's just so many more. There's just so many more
they,
facets
them,
to
whoever
Zer.
the fuck it is a piece of
Zim.
shit.
Zer. I like Zer.
Zer.
No, Zern. Zern. That's my new pronoun.
Zern.
Yeah, it's a
What's this supposed to mean?
it's a urinal company.
Oh my god. American Standard.
ZERN, yeah.
I'll be American Standard.
that's my
Fine,
pronoun.
I'll be Sloan.
What about Cole?
Cole.
Or Colder?
I'm more of a
Colder?
I'm more of a Growy
those.
fan. You know,
No, what's the? I'm mowing. Buy it for looks.
Oh, fancy.
Buy it for life.
it kind of breaks my heart, right? Because obviously the overpopulation thing, that's just brainwashing propaganda from globalists. You know, same people that are trying to get.
Yeah,
you
we're
to-
not overpopulated. Have you ever taken an airplane trip?
Yeah,
As soon as you get up in the airplane
a lot of green.
and you look down, there ain't shit for hours.
Those are just flyover states.
Nothing
I mean,
No, here.
for hours.
none of that's
No, even in
important.
California.
Yeah.
Dude, as soon as you get out of the Bay Area here, you got pretty much nothing all the way down to LA.
The drive from Pismo to Johnson Valley was barren,
The
desolate,
Valley of Johnson's.
and it
He
was
took Johnson or took Hammertown to Johnson Valley.
through Lucerne.
Take me to Pound Town, baby.
I mean, it's incredible.
Yes.
It really is. You got to go check it out.
Very phallic sounding.
It's a lot of fun. We need more guys down there. We need more guys.
Lots of penis names, if you know what I mean.
All right,
bring
and
your
then
willies.
Bring
and
your
then the
willies.
last thing I kind of wanted to talk about was E.T. and all of his buddies.
Yeah,
And
I haven't been. I know what's going on, but I haven't like paid attention. I knew they shot down a weather balloon. They shot down something over Canada.
We're just
they
shooting
shot
everything
down.
down. We're shooting it all down.
Trigger
Okay,
happy.
what the fuck is the distraction for?
The fact that we blew up Nord Stream pipeline and created the biggest ecological disaster this world has ever known against not even our enemies but allies.
Nord Stream, wasn't that Russian?
Nord Stream 1 is the pipeline.
Yeah, it's from Russia, right?
It's coming from Russia to Germany, delivering natural gas to Germany and then
Can we
disseminated
back
through
up
other parts
for
of
1
Europe.
second?
What?
When you guys said we're shooting down
Yeah.
UFOs, unidentified flying objects, we never heard this before.
That was where I wanted to
This
go
is
with
very
this.
new to me. It's like, oh, why are we so open about it? 'Cause
All the
That's
Before-
what I'm saying. Why
before-
is this
before
what's
it
this a
was-
distraction for?
Exactly.
What's coming next? I think it's a pre-distraction for something. I don't think it's happened yet.
Is it
I don't
like
think it's like
agree.
something that's happened.
Is it like pre-diabetes? You know how people get tested?
Pre-hypertension.
But it's like, isn't everybody pre-diabetes?
Oh, you're
If we're not
I get
di- if we're not
pre-hypertension as soon as I
diabetic.
see that Hammertown sign. Woo! You know?
That's basically like early onset dementia.
What is?
What you're talking about, like pre-diabetes.
Pre-diabetes. Diabetes isn't dementia.
No. Early onset dementia.
Maybe
Right.
that's what I have.
Well, don't we all have like early onset dementia to some
Exactly.
degree?
I never
Shit.
understood the
That's kinda-
pre stuff because we all have that.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
I don't know.
I don't know.
guess-
I've looked at my ancestry history. I have more. I'm more likely to have dementia when I'm older.
Oh yeah, no, you're
Speaking
not.
of dementia, fucking Bruce Willis has some frontal temporal fucking dementia now.
I remember a bunch of people
Just
came
came
out
out
and
a couple days.
speculated that
Yeah.
it was all the jab and stuff, and I don't know. It's-
So I finally know somebody who has a problem from that thing. So
yeah, well, it's happening to a lot of us. A lot of people dropping dead. A lot of people having a lot of really messed up side effects and stuff.
good thing nobody's having babies.
Yeah, well,
know what I mean?
that might be part of it too, right? I mean, is it like,
He's not having
we
babies.
shouldn't be having babies because
Took
maybe
him
you
to Hammertown.
can't. Maybe you can't have babies and you just don't know it yet. So don't even try.
That's right.
You know. But yeah. So the UFO thing, right? Like I want to go back on this because everyone's always speculated about UFO. I watched Bob Lazar on Joe Rogan a bunch and like totally believe pretty much everything that guy says about what we were doing at Area 51, the information that we have on unidentified flying objects going back to the 60s and the 50s. And then you hear someone like Snowden come out, and he was doing an interview recently, and he was talking about basically how he had access to the government's version of the internet, and he was able to like see, you know, what happened to JFK and, you know, what Project Bluebeam was all about and all this stuff. And he basically came to the conclusion that not only that are aliens not real, but climate change exists and chemtrails aren't real.
Like
right?
we talked about earlier, climate is always changing.
My point
That's
is like,
very broad spectrum.
people think that, you know, whatever they want to think about Snowden, but he has a direct opposite stance on what the government is now openly saying. We brought top brass to committees and
With the UFO shit?
yeah, and
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck's coming next?
all of a sudden we've been hush hush on this stuff for decades and not telling anything. Oh, we don't, you know, can't.
There's something.
Can't
There's
speculate,
something on
can't
the.
speculate.
There's something
All of
in
a
the
sudden,
works. That's why.
now we know it's UFOs. It's been, you know, Marco Rubio or Ted Cruz comes out and says that this has been happening for years. We've been knowing about this. It's like, if it's been happening for years, how come we haven't been shooting them down for years? How come all of a sudden now
That
we feel
we
like
know of.
Distraction. Something's coming,
stinks,
and something
dude.
big is coming,
it stinks to
and
high heaven? I don't believe it.
they're gonna blame it on shooting down the aliens or some shit like that.
Well,
I
so
you
there
know what?
is-
Aliens, they probably do exist, but they probably have never been here, and they probably will never get here.
That's
Just
why
like
I-
we'll never get there.
That's why I
just way
love
it
the
works.
term agnostic.
What about
Where you don't know.
Yeah, I'm agnostic about aliens. I'm agnostic about
if there's
ghosts. I'm agnostic about God. Right?
I'm
Like-
religious about Hammertown.
well, then you should definitely be going next year because it's a good time. There are some of the coolest rigs I've ever seen in my entire life. Get
But
dragged.
the UFOs or the
rigs.
fucking Hammertowns?
Hammertowns.
Was MC Hammer there? That would be dope, dude.
Kid Rock was supposed to play one night, and Sublime with Rome was there one night.
Not as good.
Oh, I saw him last year there. It was
Not as good with Rome though.
yeah, but I mean,
After what's his
Rome's
name
not
died.
dead.
It's different.
You can bring him back to life. You know?
It's more reggae heavy.
I love
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
It was a great concert, man. It was cool. I was trying to get my kid to stay up till 10:30, but it wasn't happening. So yeah, and then speaking of distractions, something that we're probably not
Something's
hearing
coming,
a lot
buddy.
of is
I know what it is.
all these train
What is it?
derailments.
It's an invasion of zombie aliens.
The body snatcher.
The
Oh, you mean
aliens?
people that got the sticky pokey?
Oh, you're talking about monkeypox, right?
No, zombies from
I
space.
got that at Hammertown too. Oh my!
So we have
Bunch of truck guys.
we have cocaine bears.
We are Ford guys. Oh, yeah,
We have,
it
we have
happens.
cocaine bears. We have aliens.
Cocaine bears.
Yeah, the new movie that just came out.
No, never seen it.
Based on true events.
I'm telling you, dude. Since I've been on disability, I don't pay attention to much. I learned how to cook food,
It's a newer movie that just came out that I saw the preview for, and like
build shit in the backyard.
Apparently, it's based on a bear that gets a hold of some cocaine, goes skiing a little bit, and eats people. I don't know.
In Hammertown.
And gets hammered at the same time.
Perfect.
So the crickets. The crickets are a new one.
He
I
went to
have yet
Hammertown,
to
then
hear.
he ate the people. Oh no!
I mean, give a bear enough cocaine, Hollywood will think up what it'll do next.
That'd be
Basically,
that
the
might
premise
be a
of
good
that.
movie.
Oh, and 65?
Does he shoot down on a UFO?
Have you seen the preview for
Full of
65?
zombies.
Well, yeah.
No, I like to think aliens are more like,
Zombies from outer space.
yeah, but they're not dead.
So my take on
How do you
aliens,
know?
if aliens, I don't think they'll ever be here. But if they came here, they're not on a fucking mission to overtake shit. They'd be the same thing as we are. We'd go there to see what the fuck's going on,
If they have
and
this
then we'd realize
technology-
we don't like them because they're a different race, and then we'd take over
Yeah, because we're too woke.
because we're the human race, right? We're like,
I don't know. They'd probably be like,
kill them all.
we're here to enslave you, take all of your resources, and make sure you never prosper. And then you just look at them and be like, so you're from my government?
Yeah, then we'll just tax them.
Just tax the aliens
That's it.
for their CO2
Yeah,
emissions?
yeah.
Carbon credits?
Yes, the whole 9 yards.
So we're not, if we're not,
You know where
shooting-
that saying came from? The whole 9 yards?
if it's a football reference.
No, it's not. Belt fed fucking machine gun.
Ah,
The belt is 9 yards.
Ah,
Give them the whole 9 yards.
I like that.
Boom.
I always figured it was like them trying to go for a touchdown, 1st and 9, 1st and 10.
It's the longest yard you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm mistaken often. Early onset dementia.
Yes.
There we
Yes.
go. Full circle. So if we're
All
not
right, Bruce.
if
Did
we're
you
not
see
shooting
often
things,
or often?
Often.
This guy.
Often.
often,
Okay, good.
Often.
often,
I hate hearing often.
Often.
You know what? I probably
often.
do say often sometimes.
Do you say it often?
I often, I often say it oftenly. So if we're not shooting random shit down out of the sky,
Get it? One in the kitten hole, one in the shitting hole. Get it?
well, I was hoping we wouldn't have to put the disclaimer on this episode, but apparently we do.
We
should
put
just,
a disclaimer on everything.
we should just
If
have
you
it
guys
on.
don't get it, just yeah.
watch Paradise
Plug
PD.
it, yeah, plug it, plug it.
Yeah, watch Paradise PD.
So if we're not shooting
If
down
you
stuff up in
haven't,
the sky,
you done.
we're watching trains derail
Get
down
it?
here on the ground.
I know. It's. I'm telling you, something big's coming.
And I have just one question. Like Tucker came on a couple days ago and said that this has been happening for years, and they just haven't been reporting on it.
I'm sure it has.
But like trains don't just derail, right? Like
So one thing about like everything that's happening nowadays that you hear about is because social media. You can see it firsthand all the time, right? You see video of it. You see this. You see that. You see this. It's very
even
fast,
if mainstream
right?
isn't reporting on it.
Even if mainstream's not reporting, someone will.
Well, they're definitely
there's
not
more,
reporting
it's
on
just
East
more
Palestine.
information, but there's some fucking weird shit that. Yeah, they're not reporting on it, but you still hear what's going on.
International news is
Through little
reporting on
channels.
East Palestine.
Yeah, of course
but,
it is.
But our national media is.
Our fucking national media is in the pocket of the fucking Democrat side of the fucking.
So what's the
part-
conspiracy?
government.
What's going on?
I don't know. I think something big's about to happen. I really do.
No, with the trains.
So
Trains in Hammertown?
Before the news came up, it was like all these, weird.
So it's
What
all
kind of
this
train are you
already.
talking about?
It's all about this.
Ohio.
It's all about this new braking feature, right? Here, let me read it real quick.
Breaking
There's-
feature.
Yeah, so there's these emergency brakes that everyone's blaming Trump for, removing legislation that Obama put in place back in 2018 and basically giving more lax regulations for these train companies to run, right? And they created a acronym And it's
Oh, so you mean they did it on purpose so they have something to blame on them?
well, yeah. I mean, it only happened
Yeah,
4 years ago, 5 years ago, right? But we have.
So you're saying these trains were brand new? Because if it happened 4 or 5 years ago, these trains are probably more than that. You know, they probably still got the same shit that.
Well,
they did
not
before.
only that, but it's also connected to. I can't find it. It's also connected to the Union Railroad strikes that were just happening in December.
I know. I heard about that.
They were striking over this new PLR or PRL. I can't find it right now, but it's this agreement that basically allows them to run skeleton crews, less safety, longer cars, right? More cars per train.
Yeah.
And here it is right here. The PSR. Okay. Biden forced the rail unions to stop striking by threatening them with all with life in prison. The rail unions were striking in November, December over something called PSR. PSR is precision scheduled railroading, and it means fewer crews, less maintenance, fewer days off, longer trains, and just general unsafe business practices, all in the name of keeping the trains moving at all times to maximize profits.
You should work for OSHA.
I would never work for the government. Why would you say that?
You sound very bland right now.
I can
Bland.
I can put my professional bland voice on when I'm reading because it's hard to concentrate on reading. Okay, California only has a 23.1
Sorry, I
Literacy
take it back.
dementia.
I withdraw that
literacy
statement.
rate. Okay,
I withdraw the statement. Sorry. I don't want to offend you.
now you're like,
Yeah, but you went to school in Iowa. What's your problem?
Oh, you're Iowan boy. Okay, you have no excuse then.
I went to school in the state of California until 6th grade. I graduated with like a 4.2,
Then you went and ate corn for a while.
and then I moved to Iowa for 7th grade, and I started
Cornfed.
failing math immediately.
Buckeye.
Immediately.
Buckeye.
So California school system, like talking about how awesome a certain community's school system is in the state of California is literally arguing
California's some of the worst
like
schools.
who
in
the smartest
fucking
person with Down
world.
syndrome is.
Well, we have the STAR program.
It's the same thing.
It's the STAR.
I just
What
saw
does it stand for?
saw a statistic yesterday
Is it
that
acronym?
said 23%,
I don't know. I'm sure it is, knowing California.
23%
Literacy rate.
of people in the state of California can't
about-
read.
What's raiding? What's raiding?
That are you? It's 2023. Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's not the
Yeah.
1800s where you like
23%,
one
yeah.
book that your grandpa's teaching you how to read.
What's
over.
good about next year is we'll be at 24. The year
Scary
after that,
stuff.
we'll be at 25.
Got a
Scary
Labrador
stuff.
in it.
I got some Maui Wowie with some Labrador.
That was probably one of my most
My
creative
dog ate my shit.
Halloween ideas, Halloween
what?
costume ideas.
Cheech?
Yeah,
Or Chong. Tommy Chong, yeah.
I was gonna be Chong,
Wow.
and a buddy of mine was gonna be Cheech, and he can do that voice really well, and I can do that voice. Okay.
The Cheech voice?
He can do- he can-
Hey, man.
He can do Chong, I can do Cheech.
So you guys were backwards?
Yeah, and he's like a shorter Mexican dude, and I'm a taller white guy. So
Well, you gotta bring race into this, bro.
because that's what they are.
What?
The iconic
I
yellow,
don't see color, bro.
the iconic yellow beater
I know,
and the
I
black beanie.
That's a fucking great movie. Up in Smoke.
Dun, dun, dun. I made this myself, man. Good stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
That's-
I think the UFO bullshit's a distraction from Hammertown.
So what's a
distraction from fucking something's gonna happen,
I think it's a distraction
Very
about
shortly.
something that we already did.
and then we haven't heard about, which we're probably not gonna hear about because we're being distracted
We heard
by
about it.
UFOs and trains derailing and chemicals and this and that and this and that.
Somebody
about
just did a
this.
huge report.
I think
on
something's gonna
Nord Stream
happen. That's what I.
and how we blew it up
Johnson
from
Valley.
C4 and explosives that we placed back in June.
The what? What about the pipeline that we blew up? We blew it up. So what?
We placed those charges.
Isn't that weird? He could have just told him no when when Biden became president. He could have just said, "No, I'm not approving Nord Stream pipeline." That was Nord Stream 2. No, and you're going to shut down Nord Stream 1. But he didn't. He said, "Yeah, it's approved."
They shut it down.
we gonna blow
They
it
shut
up,
it
man?
down
Come on, man.
themselves days before it got blown up. This is what I'm saying though. They put explosives. We put explosives on that pipeline.
I didn't do shit. Don't blame me for
Before-
that shit.
before, like months before it happened.
Yeah.
The explosion was in September.
Yeah, but wouldn't it have been easier if when Joe Biden took over, became fucking president,
Installed.
installed, whatever the fuck you want to call it, wouldn't it have been easier for him to just not approve the pipeline?
But it's
Instead
not
of
his to
blowing it up?
approve. It's not his to approve.
He approved it.
But it's not his to approve.
He denied the fucking no, but it is through Earth relations, whatever you want to fucking call
The
them, right?
EU? I mean,
no, not the EU, but like if somebody's doing something in the world and these governments all over the world don't like it, they can say, "No, you're not doing that. Shame on you.
Yeah,
Shame
but
on you."
You can either give them your blessing or not.
That's what I'm saying. He
not-
gave it his blessing, and then we blew it up.
Okay, I mean-
doesn't make sense. Idiot. Not you, him.
Not the audience either.
No, oh, shit, I haven't called anybody an idiot.
Yeah,
today,
you're doing good.
Except
You're
Joe
doing
Biden.
What's our timing look like, Blue?
36 minutes.
That's good enough.
Let's hit one last topic.
What do
All
we
right,
got?
what do you got?
How ugly is this new Ram electric pickup truck?
Oh my God.
What's going on? Thanks, Stellantis, formerly Fiat.
It's Stellantis.
Yeah, well, let's just talk about how many
Dude.
corporations have owned that branding and that
Dude.
badging for the last 5
Look
years.
at how big
Killing
fucking,
America
Look
in
at how
their-
big
in their
Stellantis
trucks.
is.
Stellantis is a giant.
fucking huge.
I know, it's crazy. When did they buy? They bought.
It was recently.
It was not. It was like
5, 6, 7 years ago. It was a while ago because it was owned by Daimler Chrysler. It was Daimler Chrysler owned by Mercedes, and then Mercedes sold it to Stellantis.
No,
to
Fiat.
and then
Fiat
right
had
after,
it.
yeah, but Fiat was,
2012 to 2016, Fiat had it.
and then Stellantis bought it, right? From that, or
then I
Stellantis
think-
bought everything.
Yeah.
That's why the JL's interior looks like a Fiat 500. It's got all those weird.
What's a JL for those
The newer
non-Jeepers?
The newest Wrangler is the JL badge. I have the JK, which stopped in 2017, 2018. They ran a half year for a little bit.
That's
and
like a
then-
chassis name.
He's got the JK.
Yeah, it's just the chassis.
Just
name.
kidding.
And so the
No, it's a Jeep. Just kidding.
it's a Wrangler. It's a Wrangler.
Come on.
I mean,
Just kidding. And the Wrangler's shit since it was built.
I don't know. I like the TJ a lot, man. TJ is pretty capable little.
That's an
rig.
older one.
Tug job?
The Taja. What I name
No,
it?
tug job.
Tug job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take it to Hammertown every year. You don't?
In Johnson Valley.
Shit.
It goes down.
Can you imagine a valley full of Johnsons?
Yeah.
So
Be
I would
there.
I
argue
thought that's where the Johnson goes, is in a valley.
Be there.
Am I
Be
tripping?
hard.
it's full of Johnsons.
No, doesn't the Johnson go in a valley?
Johnston's
Johnston's?
Valley.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you said Johnson.
I did.
Oh,
Then what the fuck?
sorry, Johnson Valley.
It's Johnson Valley.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Johnson.
Johnson in a valley.
There's a lot of sausage cooked there on open flame.
I bet you there
Is
is.
this a commercial? Be there.
You know,
be hard.
I should be hired by King of the Hammers because I literally try and get everyone I know to go down to King of the Hammers, and no one ever listens and no one ever goes.
Yeah, we didn't.
So maybe I'd be a bad.
He tried to get
spokesperson.
us to go this year. I said
nobody came.
No.
Nobody came.
I said that's a long
Because we
fucking
thought it
ride.
was Johnson Valley. That's why we didn't go.
Well, but that's why you got really excited and canceled all of your plans.
No, if I had known it was, if I had known there was Hammertown there,
Oh, it's there.
Pound Town,
It's there.
Johnson, I'd go.
it's a lot of fun.
I'd definitely go.
It's a hoot and a holler.
A hoot
Okay.
and a holler.
So to answer your question, I think the push for EV trucks,
How do we go
If you
from
can- if you
EV
can-
trucks to Johnson?
because he asked me about the 1500, the new 1500 EV.
Is it even 1500?
No.
No.
It's electric.
Well, okay, is the Ford Lightning
A 150?
a 150? That's payload. It's supposed to be payload capacity.
Yeah,
and
it
towing
hasn't been
capacity.
like that for a long time.
I think the
Like half ton, 3/4 ton.
Yeah,
that used to be payload capacity, but it hasn't been like that since the
90s?
60s.
no,
No, 60s or 70s, hasn't it?
my truck is a true 1 ton, my friend.
That's garbage. I put way more than a ton in the back of mine.
You don't have a Dana 80 in the rear of yours.
So I got a Dana 70.
I got a 1 ton.
You got a one. Do you have an 80 in the rear?
No, he's got the Dana
so.
70.
I think
60.
You got a 70.
Dana 70 in the
You got
rear,
a 70?
Dana 60 in
Yeah,
the front.
60 in
yeah.
the front.
60 in the front, 70 in the rear.
You should have 60, 70. I have 60, 80. No big deal, though.
I know 70
You got
existed
the shocker, buddy.
in the Ford.
2 in the rear. That's not how it works, is it?
No, it's you got to flip it. You got to put the little there. That's how the Fords do, right there.
I can't
All
move.
upside
I
down
can't
and
just move my
backwards.
pinky without moving the 2 other fingers.
I think I think that it's a push towards
What is it? You got the rocker, the shocker, the spocker,
the Spock. Yep,
the focker, and the showstopper.
that's ridiculous.
Isn't that how it goes?
I don't think so, though. But
I don't. You want to find out?
I'm too scared to ask at this point. I really don't know.
Then you got to take that knowledge to Hammertown.
But I don't
buddy.
think any of these are trucks. Even the Rivian, right? What is a truck?
A Rivian's a unibody fucking car. with
But
a
what do
truck
you
bed.
buy a
No,
truck
is
for?
it?
I think it's unibody. I don't
Oh,
think
it
it's.
ha-
I don't think
no.
it's frame on body or body on frame.
They're gonna say the battery is
The frame.
chassis, yeah.
That's what Tesla says, right?
exactly. I really don't know about.
I don't
much
know.
about Rivians yet.
Oh, I know that none of them can tow.
I know. The
I buy-
Rivian got
I
like.
buy a truck
I think
to
the
tow.
Rivian towing at 100 or 10,000 pound, which is the tow capacity, got about 105 miles.
Oh,
There was a video I watched, and the guy drove it in the cold too, with 10,000 pounds. It got maybe 100 miles.
that's what a lot of the EV Jeeps are having issues with over the winter. It can too cold.
Yeah, once it's cold outside, your batteries are shit.
If
Once
you're
it's too
cold,
hot outside, your batteries are shit.
If you're cold, they're cold.
And then
bring
they
them inside.
You know
They
what?
forget. So Blue knows a little bit about how much fucking oil or antifreeze, which also has oil in it,
Yeah,
is used to cool the batteries on a Tesla.
yeah.
Fucking disgusting amount.
A lot.
It's a lot. So they're like, it doesn't use the oil.
There's a lot.
There's
of
fucking
toxic
tons
fluids.
of antifreeze in there.
A lot
so
more than
how
a
are
regular
the
car.
how are the wind turbines lubricated?
Toxic.
How many like hundreds of gallons of oil? Is
Oh,
in
fucking
those
speaking of
things?
that, so we have solar. Lots of solar,
Yeah.
right? We still have to fucking pay in the winter. We still use PG&E. We have way overkill. So summertime, I can run both ACs all day long, no problem, right? In the winter, we get about 6 hours of sun. Guess what? We still get charged
Gas.
PG&E. No electricity. Well, gas. Fuck yeah. Gas has gone up what 60%
Gas
last
for
year.
your home. Yeah.
Natural gas gone up 60%.
You're on
I think what
natural
they're
gas,
doing
right?
is we're on natural gas for stove, ovens,
furnaces are
furnaces.
electric.
Both furnaces are gas.
Oh, okay.
So, and the water heater. So everything else electric. Well, obviously, right?
Yeah.
We don't have gas lamps and shit in here.
Well, I just
We
didn't know.
could,
I just
but-
didn't know if your furnace was electric or not.
Oh, and then the gas fireplace as well.
Because if you were seeing an uptick in your bill because you were burning your furnaces,
No, same as last year. Last year was actually a little bit colder. This year we had more rain, so it stayed a little bit warmer. From last year to this year, $250 increase
So the charge
per month. In 1 month, $250
They're
increase.
supposedly investigating. Well, that's a big charge.
Dude, you want to know what my
past
PG&E
couple
bill
months.
was for January?
Hammertown.
$780.
Yeah.
Thanks, PG&E.
And our
Yeah.
power went out multiple times in January from the storms. One time it went out for like 2.5 days.
Sue them.
It was
Get shit from 'em.
$780.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you're
Charge whatever the fuck they want.
You're
I
paying
think
them to
California's
go
in,
fix other people's.
I think
including
California's in bed with fucking PG&E, and they're upping the gas price to fucking get people to stop using gas and buy electric fucking stuff
Obviously.
because they're also in bed with fucking.
But my household is 100% electric. So I'm the test case for what's going to happen to all
You
of
don't have
California.
gas at all?
None.
Well, then you should have solar.
I know. We're a great candidate for solar in the
Let's
summer.
go- let's go propane.
Well, no, you got too many
Propane.
trees around your house, or you should just have a windmill and have your wife go out there and blow on it.
Why is she blowing on it? Wouldn't that be my job?
Someone's got to blow.
No, the wind blows pretty decent.
know what I
out
mean?
there. My point is, like, I am 100% reliant on electrical. I could probably figure out some propane.
Oh, dude, you're lucky you don't have gas. Gas. If we didn't have solar and I was still fucking paying gas and electricity right now, we'd be looking at $1,000 a month bill.
My point is, it's highway robbery,
Easily.
and I would like to know if anybody else got hammered in January on their electrical bill as well, because it's criminal. It's fucking criminal, and I want to know if anyone else here is seeing the same increase on their bill. So I think that's about all I had. Would you like to take us away, my friend?
Take us away to Hammertown.
Take us away to Hammertown. I really hope you got. I really hope I see everyone out there. I handed out stickers this year, so maybe we have some new listeners. Welcome if you met me in Hammertown.
And if you've been watching before, welcome back. Hopefully you made it through the whole thing. And yeah, you guys have a good day. Get up, move your body. Seriously, it's just you got to do it. You got to move your body. Go to the gym. If you can't afford to go to the gym,
Move it.
pick something heavy around the house. Just take a walk, take a run. Nothing more important in life than health.
Just go for a
That's
walk
it.
around your neighborhood.
Yeah, just
Right.
go,
I mean,
go
I
pick
get
up
it.
an axle,
Yeah,
just run
go pick
around.
up an axle. Go pick up an engine block. Throw it on your shoulder. And
Yeah, easy. No problem.
anything. Seriously, even if you go for a walk with no weight, you go for a walk.
Yeah, go for a
you
walk.
want to try running? Try it.
Take your dog on a walk. take your
Nothing
kids
more
outside.
important in life than health. I know I get it. I smoke, I drink, whatever. I still care about my health somewhat,
You
right?
live in a dangerous neighborhood? Yeah, go ahead. Go for a walk.
Yeah.
You're killing people, David.
Oh, was my privilege showing? Telling people to walk around the neighborhood? Shit, my bad, guys.
Hey,
My
go
bad when he
go
plays-
fucking walk around your house. Do laps in your living room.
Yeah, do you have stairs?
Take your stairs, you know.
The stairs a couple times.
Do whatever you got to do.
Stairs.
Health is very important. Family is very important. If you don't have a family, go make one. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What do you got to lose, you know?
I think.
Did we just talk about not affording?
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, once you have kids, you will figure it out, right? If you care about them, you'll figure it out.
So the other
if you
reason,
don't care about them, you don't.
The other reason I brought that up is because Chelsea Handler put a video out that like went viral.
Why'd you get loud?
I think he fucked with my volume.
I think he did.
It's like damn crickets. Then those fucking crickets trying to take over the world.
Smack 'em.
Yeah.
Chelsea Handler came out with a video that was like, "Oh my god, I woke up at 6 to. Oh, that's right, I don't have kids, so I just like smoked a bowl and masturbated and went back to bed till noon." It's
Fucking
like this,
disgusting, dude.
It's like this not montage of like how her life is so awesome. Not
Dude, I
having
know.
kids.
That fuck female comedians, dude. All they talk about is nasty ass bullshit and their fucking vaginas, how they smell, and they like to fuck black guys. And it's like, Jesus Christ, nobody wants to hear that shit.
Whoa.
It's not funny. It's not fucking funny.
I'll tell you, this video was not funny at all.
No, it's what Chelsea Handler does it. Fucking Amy Schumer does it. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
They're all that way. Sarah Silverman used to do it.
It's not
before
funny.
Well, that's
It's
all.
fucking gross. It's like, dude, I feel bad for you.
There's a
Even the guys that talk about it, it's like, dude, shut up.
yeah, but it's socially acceptable to talk about that like raunchy hoe slutty shit. I mean, look at all the really popular hip hop
Society's
stars.
fucked.
It's awesome. 'cause
All right, whatever.
South Park,
Hey,
South
you know
Park-
what?
South Park hit on that. And it was like, oh, yeah, the women comedians are funny and smart. And they're just like looking at each other like,
Yeah.
That's
They're
because
no,
you
it's not
have
funny.
to. We have to say
we
that.
have to say, yeah.
We have to
nowadays.
say that.
It's
right?
not. There's a lot of male
And,
comedians that are
and
not funny.
Cartman
either,
hit
you know?
exactly what you just said about
Yeah.
being all disgusting. And they
Tucker,
talk about
well,
like, the
so-
vaginas.
and it's hilarious because it's Cartman
Yeah.
saying that shit too, right?
Exactly.
The most crude of them
Do what I
all.
want. I kill people.
But no, Tucker is doing this special
what I
right now
want. I
about the
kill
death
people.
of comedy, right? About
I
like
kill people.
Chappelle getting attacked, right? The dude that like
One of
jumped
the
up
best
on stage.
comedians ever.
yeah, he is.
There was another one where like, you know, just showing a montage basically of these comedians like getting hit on stage or having shit thrown at them on stage or booed off stage. And it's like when you can't make fun of the powers that be in your country, like, you know, you have a serious problem.
Yeah.
And I feel like the reason why we're seeing this like push of all this not funny shit is because it's PC comedy, right? It's like
There's nothing politically correct about talking out of your vagina is taking
it's
more
it's socially acceptable
bats than a
in
fucking
our
baseball
in our
team, you know?
demonic, you know, satanic society.
Nikki Glazer, too. That one.
They're gross, dude. They're gross. They're fucking disgusting, and people watch it and they laugh, and it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
12-year-olds are watching that like, oh, this is what's supposed to be funny. We need to talk about this and like emulate this kind of shit.
We
They
need
have
fucking-
no other angle. That's all they have is just.
All right, well, people, listen. That's it. We're not talking about anything else today. I'm fucking disgusted right now.
Yeah, well,
Mostly by thinking about like what Chelsea Handler and Amy Schumer look like. Well,
it was sad. It was sad. I just saw like a desperate plea for like, maybe I messed up and should have, like, I'd like a redo, but instead I have to double down and just like,
it's
know?
gross. It's gross that people
Sad.
think that's funny. All right, so get off your fucking ass. Go walk. Go take a bike ride. Get a fucking bike. Why not? If you don't have one, go steal one. You know, that kind of shit. Don't have a family. Fucking make one. Be a good person. Be a good human being to everybody around you, your neighbors, everything like that, please. We need more of that shit in society. Less Amy Schumers, more normal people. You know what I mean?
I just want more people to be talking about how like it's okay to have kids.
Why do you keep
if don't
talking?
have money. That's all.
You keep talking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the mean person now.
Okay.
My vagina smells. Woo!
I think you're talking about your dog.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
All right, everybody, love your kids, love your wife. If you don't have one, go buy them, something like that. You know, have a good day.
Love you guys.